Man, it's time to talk a little NFL. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, we're going to talk about this. And to go into NFL, we're going to go ahead and talk quarterback specifically. We're going to talk about Russ, Arch Manning, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur, all those guys. Who better than our main man, Miles McCallop, star quarterback of the Clinton Dark Horses, coming off a fire game last night where he threw 5 touchdown passes. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 TDs. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miles McCallop. What's up, y'all? Switch up. What's up, my man? Yeah, y'all switch up. Switch up. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, my man?
What's going on?
I like that hoodie.
Yes, sir. I just got it today, actually.
Yes. Pick'em Pros. If you want a hoodie like this, you can go to thepickempros.com and order that right now. All right, same as but. Or if you want these, jackets out here that we see, whatnot, or orange hoodie, all this paraphernalia out here, Yeah, my man's got the throwback. I don't know who this guy is, but somebody's got a throwback hoodie back here. That's right. We have the different colorways too. My man Sims back there, rocking the Detroit Lions throwback colorway there, looking good. Yes, you can get them in your favorite team. All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on your success. We rocking with you. We proud of you, my man.
Yes, sir.
And we want to talk a little quarterback here today.
Let's do it.
So, man, first let's talk, because I know when you were on our Next Up show a couple of weeks ago, you were talking about one of the QBs that you look up to, rightfully so, is Russell Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Legendary career and whatnot. But man, just talk to us a little bit about him and, moving over to the bench, and just kind of what's your take on what's happened with Russ so far?
Yeah, I think Russell Wilson obviously is a great player, great quarterback. I think at some point everybody's time does come. So he's been in the league for a while. So I think a part of him is probably a little ready to pass the torch down to Jaxson Dart. I know they've been watching film and he's been teaching him stuff. So I think a part of him is kind of already ready to kind of step back. He got kids and a family, so he's probably kind of ready to get out the way and start letting Jaxson do his thing. So that's what I think about it.
Yeah, I think so. So speaking of Jaxson Dart, that's a great segue. I'll start with Diego and come over to you. Diego, man, what do you think about Jaxson Dart, man? He's kind of looking like the real deal. You think so?
Yeah, he obviously looked really good in his first game. Had some really good moments. I don't know if the consistency was really there, though. He only threw for about 100 or so yards, but he did, when it counted, he did come through. He had the rushing touchdown, he had the passing touchdown. But, without Malik, I think it's going to be really tough this year for him. Yeah. And, I don't know if this is going to be a Daniel Jones type of situation, Okay. Like, Daniel Jones started off, had some good moments, then just kind of faded off and faded away into being not the best. But, it's too early to tell if Jaxson Dart's the real deal or not, but from what we've seen so far, he's looking good.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, I agree with that. I say he's still young, so he's still got some time. I think he's set to start again tomorrow against the Saints, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So I think we go tune into that, see what he's talking about there. Yeah. So I think that would be able to tell from that how well he'll be long term.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Okay. Well, I love with the Giants, I like the energy that they have. You could definitely see the next generation coming to shape here. So I'm so sad about Malik Neighbors, man. That just I hate that. For sure. It's like, man, you feel in one way the Giants can't catch a break, because I feel that he was getting ready to go off with Jaxson Dart coming in there. So that makes me sad. But I do see a lot of a bright future with some of the pieces that they have. So let's move on to the Browns. We got Dylan Gabriel, came from the Oregon Ducks. Looks like he's stepping into that QB1 spot. And then they still have Shedeur, number 3, just kind of to give us your take on just the whole Cleveland Browns quarterback situation.
Yeah, I think that was an interesting situation. I think we all knew it was going to be interesting as soon as we seen it on draft night. So I think it was just I really don't know what it was. If it was me, I would have went Shedeur. To be honest, I would have went Shedeur, and I would have had Dylan at the 3, but I guess they decided to switch around, so we'll see how he does.
Yeah, but that definitely see. What about you, Diego?
Yeah, this is a really interesting situation. I mean, if you look at the start of the season, obviously Dylan Gabriel drafted in the 3rd round, Shedeur drafted in the 5th. And I mean, Shedeur was 3rd in the depth chart, and honestly, like, it's 3rd-string quarterbacks don't play often in their first year. Like, that's really hard to do. Like, and I mean, if you look at college, Dylan Gabriel took to 2.5 seconds to throw the ball. He would get the ball out really quickly, and Shedeur would take well over 3 seconds to throw the ball. So, I mean, I think that's part of why they chose Dylan Gabriel, because the Browns O-line isn't the best. So I think they feel like they could just throw the ball with Dylan Gabriel more efficiently, to where Shedeur needs more time and needs to sit in the pocket more to make things happen. So I like the decision. I think that's a solid decision for them.
Okay, all right. Well, I definitely want to talk a little bit of Arch Manning, but before we go to that, one more piece on Shedeur. So we know that he passed on the Baltimore Ravens. Sorry, Baltimore Ravens passed on them, and which there's debate on both sides. Like, hey, it's a great organization to learn from and whatnot, learn from Lamar. But you can also understand, hey, Lamar's a legend. Like, you're not, unless there's injury, you're not playing. So you're sitting for several years, 10 years. So you'll never really get to play. However, again, hindsight's 2020. We look at it now, it's like, dang, if he did go to Baltimore, he'd probably be playing right now, because it looks like Lamar's going to be out. But just one last thing on that: what do you think of the decision to pass on a couple of teams that already had an established quarterback to go to the Browns?
Yeah, I think everybody wants to go where they think they're going to play. So I'm sure he thought he was going to play at Cleveland, but we've seen how that turns out. So I'm sure he was just in the draft. He was trying to go wherever he thought he could play the quickest, and I guess he thought the Browns was the best place for him. I say that. Could
definitely see that. All right, so we'll finish up with one more before we get you out of here, my man, Arch Manning. All right, so big weeks coming up now. So we know there was a whole lot of hype, family legacy coming in, a whole lot of hype. And then that first week was a dud. Okay, let's be real about that. Yeah. However, and then right after that, it was a dud. But now numbers are getting better, getting more comfortable, playing a lot better, but not really against good competition. Now it's about to get real. They're about to really get into that SEC. What's your take on what's about to happen here with Arch?
Yeah, I mean, I think Arch Manning is a great player. I think he brings something different between his brothers, because he's able to use his legs a little bit. So I like that for him. I like that for his game. And yeah, I really don't know how the game is going to go. We just gotta. I like to just watch. I don't like to make too many predictions. It's just going to watch and see what he does. I hope he does good though. So that's what I say for him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we definitely want to root for everybody, and we'll kind of see what happens. But I tell you what, let's go to Diego and get his take on this, because I'm very curious to hear. I don't know what I'm about to hear.
Yeah, I'm really concerned with Arch Manning. I'm really concerned. I mean, after the first game, you saw the accuracy was not there. He was like, 36% of his passes were just like inaccurate. Like, he just like wasn't close to the guy at all. Like, he just, even against UTEP and like some of these other teams, like he's just not hitting his receivers in the correct spots. So, and I mean, he's able to use his legs. That's great. But they're about to start playing against these SEC defenses, and like they got to play Florida this week. They have a really good defense.
True.
And I just don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, it's a lot of unknowns. All right. we got a question in the audience. I was messing with you.
Florida. That's what I said.
Oh, Florida. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so in our audience here, we've got the Canes represented here, and we've got Florida State, and big game coming up with them, big rival. So, let me get your take. Well, we might not want to make predictions, but just tell us about the matchup between the Florida State and Miami.
Yeah, where's that game at?
That's at Florida State.
At Florida State. Yeah, I think. I think that game is another highly anticipated game. I think everybody's definitely gonna watch that. Like you said, it's a rivalry game, two teams out there. So I think that's gonna be a good game. I'm watch that and go just see what they can do.
We'll see what we can do.
Yes, sir.
So we get you out of here on this, man. So 5 TDs, man. Things are progressing. I believe you also are now starting to get ranked and whatnot, and more people are starting to recognize what you're doing with the Clinton Dark Horses.
Yes, sir.
Want to give us any more intel on just how that process is going for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's going really good. Like, first couple of games, everybody puts the non-conference out. So I got my non-conference film coming out soon.
Okay.
So you just put that out, see what the recruits say, get some feedback on what everybody's talking about. So that's my plan, put everything out. And then after these 5 games, put out the conference film and all that good stuff. So I'm just keep playing, keep balling, and just see what everybody's talking about.
Yeah, we'll keep checking it out. We know you got the big homecoming game October 10th, too.
Yes,
so, definitely will be checking you out on that. Well, man, much success to you. Stay healthy. We're proud of you, and we're looking forward to seeing you next month with more QB takes with M2.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir.
Thanks a lot, my man.
Appreciate it.
All right.
I pick 'em like a pro, global Tron ball, talk a pick and roll. We gon' up the score, touchdown, this is not